Welcome back to my channel. I'm June. I'm so glad to have you guys here again. Okay, today's video is about the explanation of what is Pinyin. For people who are already learning Chinese, I believe you already know something about what it is, but I still need to do my explanation. If you see my last video, you would notice that I put some letters underneath the Chinese characters. Okay, that is Pinyin. The full name for it is 汉语拼音. 汉语 means Han language, means Chinese language. 拼音 means spelled sound, but normally we just call it 拼音. It is the official romanization system for standard Chinese in mainland China. It's like we borrowed some letters from Latin alphabet and gave some of them a new sound to denote our own language. You can just simply see it this way, and this sound system also includes 4 different tones. But you can also see Pinyin without tones at all. We'll talk about this in the future, right? By the way, the whole system was actually first developed by a group of Chinese linguists in the 50s, and the sound of it is based on the northern dialects. So that means if you are learning Chinese, if you're learning Mandarin, learning Pinyin, you may find it easier to understand people from northern part of China. If you go to cities in the south, like Xiamen or Chengdu, the accents can be really hard. Although people in the south are also learning Pinyin from their elementary school, as the way we do in the north as well. It's not really a problem, you know. I'm Chinese. I grew up in Xi'an, a northern city. I don't understand them either sometimes, so it's not really a big problem. But I think that's the reason, okay, PRC government want to implement this whole sound system, because China is huge, right? We have a lot of people here, and if we all speak the language with different pronunciation, it could be really hard for people to understand each other. All right, so that is why we're having a standard pronunciation for our language here. And illiteracy was a real problem back in 50s, right after the PRC government was founded. So having a sound system like this, Pinyin, will help resolve this problem. So now you can see there's a Pinyin everywhere in the textbooks, you know, being used to teach young children and also foreigners. That's really helpful. And for people who may wonder, how did ancient Chinese people learn about the pronunciation? That's something really interesting that I want to talk about today. All right. And if you are not interested in it, I still want to talk about it. Okay, there's a book called 切韵. That is the earliest Chinese rhyme dictionary, published in during Sui Dynasty. That was around 7th century. The book was under the influence of Buddhism and Sanskrit, because originally ancient Chinese was not a phonetic language. People didn't really know that there were consonants and vowels in every single independent syllable. So that means if you want to learn all the different characters in ancient Chinese, you have to learn all of them one by one. That's really hard. That's amazing, right? Ancient Chinese people must be very, very smart to learn all those different characters. That's unbelievable. Okay, anyways, back to the book, 切韵. This book used a method called
反切
to denote the pronunciation of ancient Chinese character. So this is how it works. If you don't know how to pronounce this word right here, the book will be giving you 2 other characters on the side, and you take the consonant of the first character on the top, and you take the vowel and the toe of the second character on the bottom, and mix them together. You get the pronunciation of the word right here. That's super smart, right? But actually, the method is way more complicated than I just explained. If you are interested in it, you can just try to find more books or papers about it, all right? So in my future videos, I will be giving you guys Pinyin for each key character that I want to talk about, all right? And today's video is just for if you want to learn Pinyin, if you want to learn how to pronounce those letters in Pinyin system, there are a lot of great videos and programs by great teachers on YouTube that you can easily find. Alright, and I will be seeing you guys next video then.